A viewer commented under one of the last episodes the friendly complaint that I don't speak about IWC. That's not entirely true. IWC showed up in Watch of the Week 3 times. Last time was about the popular Mark series. Not very surprising, but now we have something special because often overlooked, the Portofino. IWC has announced the Portofino Complete Calendar as a more advanced version of a rather pure watch, and it's gorgeous. So let's begin with the specifications. We have an automatic watch with a case diameter of 41 millimeters, a length lug-to-lug of 48.5 and a height of 11.7 millimeters. The watch has a sapphire crystal and exhibition case back and is powered by the caliber 32150. It has the standard beat rate of 28,800, but then all standards end because it offers a power reserve of 110 hours. The caliber provides a moon phase, the day, date and month. The watch is waterproof up to 50 meters and it comes in two versions, steel and gold. I focus more on the steel version here, and the price for that is indicated with 10,900 euros including VAT and 10,800 US dollars without VAT. So let's begin. What's so special? Well, they've produced an immensely complicated watch that looks simple and elegant, like a three-hand dress piece with some, let's say, extra lines. Interestingly, they reduced some of the former key features of the Portofino, the big Roman numerals on 12 and 6. You still can see fragments of them. Very brave decision that some people will hate, but in my eyes it works, looks somewhat mysterious. Then the piece is extremely balanced, one line from bottom to top, filled with the day and moon phase in the first subdial, date and month at the bottom. Automatic and IWC Schaffhausen as counterweights on every side, just nice. Then we have this wonderful balance of steel and golden indices and hands, the minute scale as a reference to precision. And an absolute stunner is also the case. Note the lugs, for example, just some straight bars, high polished with a very good length. And when you see them from the side, you may note that they follow a very old design. Such forms you can see on watches from the 40s and it still works. And the case allows this typical IWC dress watch face. It's all dial. So these 41mm might be a bit misleading. This watch will look really large, and I love that because it's very true IWC. Think of the more famous Portuguesa as one of the most dominant dress watches in history. A downside of this case, of course, is the large surface for potential collisions. It's so easy to touch a doorknob with that watch, and imagine this happens with the golden one that retails around 20,000 euros or 20,000 US dollars, depending a bit on your location. A small downside I see also in the caliber. Don't get me wrong, the specs are great, also the look of the rotor, but the machinery under the rotor looks in my eyes too rustic for an exhibition case back. So I would prefer a solid steel case back, perhaps with a nice engraving. By the way, what's the difference between a complete calendar and an annual or even perpetual calendar? Well, in short terms, perpetual means the watch shows the correct day, date and month for years without a readjustment. An annual calendar at least knows when a month has 31 or 30 days, for example, and as far as I know, a complete calendar just gives you day, date and month, but you have to correct it during the year. So this calendar is sort of a little brother of a perpetual calendar movement. One word about the price now. Very high, of course, but keep in mind that the Portofino is often overlooked, and so I think you can find some discounts on the grey or used market end of 2023, because this Portofino Complete Calendar will be available in April. And with that hint, allow me to close this episode, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much, and see you next Monday to Watch of the Week.